Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm King Posh, and today I'm showing you this 1991 Hoonigan Gymkhana 10 Ford Escort Cosworth Group A. Here is my share code. Got it? Great. This thing is absolute beast. It is also the fastest A800 that I have, or that there is in this game as of right now, by 0.5 miles per hour. I'll show you. And I'm the most powerful A class. I looked through all the people here that have A800s, and like this one has 347 horsepower, and they're an A800. I'm an A800, and I got 501 horsepower. So there's that. You know, blowing them out of the water right there. Let's keep going. We'll get into the build and the tune like I usually do, but I just want to show you guys some stuff. This is the guy right here. This is the guy. This is how I know. 0.5 miles per hour faster than this person. I thought that was funny. And they only have 380 horsepower, and I've got 501. And they're an 800, and so am I. You know, it's funny stuff like that. But yeah, so I looked through always. I went through, drift, best for him, and I even just did, just drift, and I found out that I'm the most powerful person in there. You can't bring it down to A class on the performance. All you have is these classes right here to pick from. To find A class, you basically have to use any, or you have to go to share code and put that share code in that I gave you to find the car. Because I just tuned it and shared it last night. So let's get into this thing and show you everything that I've done to this thing, talk about it, etc., etc. I have the 1.6 liter turbo rally engine here. Give me that 501 horsepower. The stock powertrain gives you 620, but I went in an A-class rear-wheel drive, and I could not get it down close enough to even get down to the A-class range for this. So I went with the turbo rally engine. It still works just as good, and yeah, so that's what we did there. We got a rear-wheel drive drivetrain on here. This thing comes stock with all-wheel drive as well. That's why a lot of people probably stick it with the all-wheel drive. I have an all-wheel drive already up there and shared. I figured, hey, I might as well share a rear-wheel drive as well since the car is featured this week. So yeah. Other than that, it's got this side skirts here on here. As you can tell, if I took them off, it would take me to an S1 class. I didn't want that. Same as the hood here. If I removed the lights in the front, it would take me to an S1 class. We didn't want to do that. I wanted to make an A class, and I did. All right. You can take those things off, take this tune, put it on that car, and make yourself an S class if you need to. I don't need to make one and share it with you. I'm giving you guys all the information right now. Either way, moving on. It's got a snow tire compound. All right, stock width in the front and stock width in the rear. It does have a heavier rim on there, just so then I could add more power to it, because usually I would go with a Wed Sport TC105N right here, but it would take me up to an S1 803. Can't have that. All right, here we just got 18-inch rims. I was able to figure that out. If I go with a 19-inch rim, which is weird, you're adding weight to the car, it takes you up to an S1 class. It's really crazy there. All right. But on this one, I had to do it. I have it on 19-inch rims on here. If I take it down to 18-inch rims to match the front, look, it takes me to an S1 801. It's completely crazy. But by bringing it up another inch, I was able to drop it to an A800 and keep it in that range that I was looking for. Here we are running a 10-speed transmission. If I try to use a 9-speed transmission, so on and so forth, it would be an 801. All right, same as with the 4-speed. The only way we could have done it was keep the 10-speed. You don't see those speeds. Either way, it's there. Stock driveline, if I try to use a race driveline, it would take me up to an S1 801. Didn't want that. Like we're saying, we're trying to make an A class here. All right, we don't want to be like everybody else that just makes an S1 and calls it good. Let's have some fun. Let's get into it, Either way, it's got a drift differential on there. All right, stock brakes, couldn't really do anything with that, and that's fine. It's not a big deal. It does have drift springs and dampeners, which is really nice. You could have stock springs and dampeners and keep into an A class if you want, but you're really not affecting anything. All right, but either way, it is it's good to have the drift springs on there. All right, and then here we just got stock cams and valves. All right, race engine block. All right, race turbo with anti-lag. And just stock restrictor plates. Running that, and you get that 501 horsepower with 554 foot-pounds of torque. All right, cool. That's the build. That's how you keep it in the drop it from S1 down to A800 and max out that power and have more power than everybody else in the game at the moment. And the car's been out for how many years? Crazy. Either way, let's get into this tune and show you guys what I did to it. So you got 15 and 15, and it does slide on these 15 and 15s, all right? It really is a good slider. Like I said, here's the gearing. You do have 10 speed in there. You don't even see, you don't see 9th and 10th gear, but they're out there, all right? And I had to adjust these gears just to work a little bit better than the Gymkhana 10 Focus. That was, these three were on the very end of the graph to get the car to drift whatnot. Yeah, so anyways, moving on, we got the alignment. It has the same alignment as the other Gymkhana I just did, and it works wonders. Gives you a great top speed. It's easy to drive. It's easy to drift. What else do you really want? You want to just get in the car and go, and this is the car to do it. All right, anti-roll bars are 1 and 1. Springs are 355 and 336. On the other Gymkhana 10, it's 955 and 936. So this is a little softer one. You'll feel it. You'll feel the car sway and move around a little bit more with this thing, but it's not too bad. I did bring up the ride height on this to 7.9 to match the rear, and I did the same thing on the other Gymkhana. Dampening is 20/20 and 1 and 1. All right, aero, they can't get rid of it, so take the dots all the way down. The speed, this is a whole lot less than the other one. Hence is probably why it's got a top speed of this, and the other one goes 172 miles per hour. I'll show you that car as well. Or I'm not going to. I'll just show you what I'm talking about. If you didn't see that video, brakes are just stock, so you don't have to do anything, and then differentials 21% and 100%. So there's that. Like I said. Everybody got this this Ford Focus in here. I have a few of them. Here's 3 of them right here, and I just did the rear-wheel drive for that thing. Where is it? Right there. So yeah, I have 4 of those, and I was like, oh, they gifted me a car. Sweet, can't wait to see what it is. And then I'm like, oh, now I have 4 of these things. Great. But either way, yeah. Here's my other one here. This is the all-wheel drive. That one's already shared and whatnot, but yeah, so yeah, we'll get into it. As you can tell, I'll show you guys right here. Legend all-wheel drive drift, it's already there. It's got 838 horsepower, all that torque and all that fun stuff. And then yeah, so yeah, if you need the S1, I don't even know if it don't even pop up real quick. Let's see if I can even see. Oh, there it is. It's third in the world right there. If you need the share code for that, there you go. Might as well kill 2 birds with one stone. I don't remember if I made a video for this. I might have, but yeah. So that one is out, and it was made in 2022. So let's just show that. If you guys are still here, if you guys are still here, let me know and say, hey, King Posh, I'm still here. I'd love to hear it. Yeah, let's take this thing outside and see how she goes. Great first gear. Great first gear. Let's try not to smash those. We don't want to make those, dragsters mad that I take down their, little guardrails. Second gear seems to work very well here. Oh, there's a guy with the Focus right there. How nice is that? Alright. Everything's set pretty easily on here. Just to let you guys know if you wanted to know. This is the difficulties I'm running right now. So, and someone was asking me earlier what steering I was using. It's just standard. It's not simulation. I have this set for, if you started this game today, you could get in this car. You do what I show right here, and you'll be good to go. Just make sure launch control is off, all right? Launch control is off, stability, traction control is off, and you're good to go. You can go shifting manual. That's going to be, I mean, it's X and B. X and B, you'll learn it pretty quickly. But yeah, so that's what I run. I run everything as basically, get into the game, go in the settings, turn off what needs to be turned off, and go sideways. There's no fancy, tunings to steering, etc. Like right now I'm on a controller. I've heard people use my tunes with a keyboard. That's right. People have used my tunes with a keyboard and love them. So if they can use them with a keyboard, use them with a controller, you can use them with a steering wheel. And I do have a steering wheel. And mainly this tune right here came from using a steering wheel. The straight setup. So then you're not, struggling. Constantly turning the wheel of the steering wheel to drift. Oh, hey, I just got something out of that. But either way, and I mean, this thing's easy. It's got a straight build on it. And if you don't know what straight build means, well, it means it drives straight. Right? Now it's got power, but here. We bring it down here. We can look inside. You can see I'm not touching the steering wheel. You can see my boost. You can see my power. It drives straight and still hits, it still goes sideways. It's still fun. You can drive it to, from drift zone to drift zone with ease, if the traffic is in your way, all right? They seem to want to take you out. But see, I can just, I mean, you got a drift car here, but it drives straight, You let off the throttle, you turn, you take your time, you'll be okay. And then you can, take it to another drift zone and just have fun with it. I haven't been on this drift zone in forever. I don't even know what my score is. I'll be honest with you. And I've done it with an all-wheel drive, so I'm not even gonna, get close to the score. Because usually I'm still sideways there. I'm not switchbacking. But I do love Horizon 5. The earlier Horizons, that truck that I just went through would have stopped me. But yeah, super smooth all the way through. Plenty of power. That 501 horsepower is plenty to get the job done. And then when you're done with that, you can just go to the next one, But I'm just taking it right back to the garage and calling it a day. Yeah. Easy does it. I don't know if I'd see that top speed unless I'm going down the highway. the 192. Here we're going as fast as the Ford Focus. Right there is 172 is its top speed. And it's got the 668 horsepower A800. It's crazy that this thing has like 167 less horsepower, and it's a whole lot faster top end than the Focus. It's weird. Doesn't matter. Just saying. Either way. Yeah, so that's the build. That's the tune. That was my conversation about it. It's an absolute blast. I was having fun with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, definitely hit that like button. And I'll catch you guys next time. Stay sideways, my friends. Forever and ever and ever and ever